Hello, David Elliott here. We're in Veradero, Cuba. So I want to bring you a brief video. If you're preparing to go to Cuba at some point in the near future, there are some things that you probably should be aware of. Some of them you probably already are, and that's in relation to pre-flight. And make sure you label all of your baggages, not only the baggage that you check in at the airport, but the carry-on as well. I learned the hard way. I didn't have that done with my camera bag, and I lost it on this trip, actually, from Halifax to Toronto. But anyway, also be at the airport at least 2 hours or 2.5 hours prior to your flight. But one of the most important things, and I made some notes for myself, is to ensure that you have all of your documents to enter into Cuba. There's a form and a document you need to have, which is called the Advanced Traveler's Information. You cannot get that until about 48 hours prior to your flight. You have to go online, fill it in, and then you can download it. The other thing is your passports, and you also need to have health insurance. They may ask you for evidence of that, and they may not. We did not. They didn't ask us, but we did have health insurance. The other thing, and the one that we wrestled with a lot prior to coming, was finances. What currency? Well, your Canadian money or American money is just fine. You don't need, now, let me make a point here, but if your Canadian dollars or American dollars are torn, you'll find that the local markets will not accept it because of the fact that their banks here will not accept it. So it has to be no rip or tear in your money. You wonder about currency and about changing your currency. You really don't need to, so far as the markets is concerned. But if you want to change in pesos, you will find there are different rates. There's some, and what we have found is that the staff at the villa where we're staying offered us at the counter, I think it was 90 pesos to a dollar, I believe it was. But we found better with the lifeguards, and there we got 120 for a peso. But you really don't need to change it. We found that out. You don't need to change that at all. The other thing, though, that is really important is that you need to have don't have an American uh, MasterCard or a credit card. They will not accept it here. Uh, so just keep that in mind. When I arrived, I had an American credit card, which I cannot use here in Cuba. Okay, the other one is for tipping your workers around. They like to have tips. What we did is brought uh, the lowest, of course, that you can get in Canadian is $5, and with the American money, you can have, of course, $1 bills, and that's what we did. We brought 100 $1 bills, using that basically for tips. There, you will also find that when you get here, Cuba, you've heard rumor that they're lacking in food and short of this out on the average economy. In the resorts, you don't find a lack of, but what you will find is that each day, like for breakfast, you'll have the same food breakfast time. Then when lunch comes, you'll have the same basically food at lunchtime as you did the day before lunchtime. So just keep that in mind. Also, depending on who you travel with, we travel with WestJet, and so we found that with that they offer you, they rep will meet with you and offer you some different things. My suggestion is don't be in a hurry to book any tours or anything. Just wait for a while and just a couple of days or so and just evaluate, because you can get a better price for the tours with some of the local people right here at the hotel. So keep that in mind. We did the what they call the up-on bus, which is a $5 cost, and you can use that all day long. and going to the local markets and all of that. So we found that was really good. We also took an old car. We wanted to ride an old car. We took a 2 hour tour with this guy. I think we paid him, there was four of us, $30 each, and out for 2 hours, so they'll take it where you want locally. Then we found that we also took the Havana, the Havana bus tour, and which was very interesting, historical, gives you a lot of information about Cuba. The other thing we found was the beaches. The beaches are fantastic here. You'll also find the Cuban people here, the staff, very, very friendly, and you don't have any worries about security and all that kind of stuff. You'll feel very safe. But anyway, I just thought I'd bring you that. I've gone over 5 minutes already, and I didn't think I'd take that long. But anyway, there'll be more videos to come, sightseeing and places we have traveled and some of these things. So anyway, hopefully that you will enjoy this video, some tips on going to Cuba. Bye.